Namaste. If I ask you a definition about life, what will you say? What is life according to you? Well, there are plenty of definitions of life. Okay? For me, one of the definitions which I like about life is simple. Life is about simplicity. Life is not about complications. And my dear friends, it is really difficult to be simple. The most difficult thing to do is to be simple. It's very easy to put on masks. It's very easy to become what you are not. But it's very difficult to be what you are. Why? Because you don't know what you are. Do you? We hardly meet ourselves, right? How many times have you met yourself? How many times have you asked yourself, who am I? What's actually me? What I call myself me is what? When I leave this physical body, that is gone. So I'm gone, I'm over. So then, what is this whom I call me? Have you met yourself? We are invariably moving around in society and everywhere with so many masks on us. We play so many roles and that many masks, and we don't take them out. By the end of the day, if you remove those masks and you meet yourself, it becomes very difficult because you're so used to living with the masks. It's very difficult for you to remove those masks and meet yourself. It's scary to meet the self. When you meet the self will tell you are like this, you are like that. It will not spare you. You've done this is the wrong you've done, this is what you have done, this is this, that's wrong. And no one is ready to face that. You don't want anyone to tell you, even in our regular life, you don't want any person, however close, to tell you, listen, you've done this is a mistake, this is not what you should do. You'll immediately defend yourself, you'll come out as a defense. No, but I did it because of XYZ reasons. So you're constantly defending. You're defending that self and not allowing that self to actually come in the front and show itself to you, this is how I am. Everybody has this problem. Everybody has anger, everybody has insecurity, everybody has suffering, everybody has sadness, sorrow, everyone has those emotions. I don't know why and whom are we hiding things from? Forget the world, but at least be integral. Keep that integrity that you tell yourself at least. So to be simple is the most difficult thing, because the minute you're simple, you're bare, open. And you don't want to show that bare and open side even to yourself. You're constantly covering it up. You're constantly layering it up with masks. So actually life is about simplicity. Life is very simple. So look at a child. Does it have any complications? Does it bother? Will I get my food? Will this happen? Will that happen? The child knows. The mother is going to take care of the child. Is the child bothered ever? Children are all the same. And why we like children? Because they are simple at that point in time, at that stage, at that age. They have no complications. If they don't like, they'll straight away tell you, I didn't like it. If they're hurt, if something is bothering them, they'll straight up tell you on your face. They don't manipulate. And that's why we like children. But what happens when the child grows up into an adult? I have never understood what happens in those couple of years. What kind of conditioning happens? What happens that you start hiding things? You make things so complicated. You keep judging all the time. That judging thing too is something which is done by every person as if it's a birthright. We never bother ever to find out the other side ever. And we complicate things because of this. Because we presume this must have happened. We presume, see, she ignored me. Trust me, my dear friends, this happens to me very often. I'm always lost in my thoughts. So when I'm walking on the road, many a times I'm looking at the person I know, but I'm still not really looking at that person. My eyes are there, but I'm not looking at that person. And that person probably knows me for a long time, and they will be wondering, or that person will be wondering, what's wrong with her? She's just looking through me. But I am not actually doing that. I'm actually not registering that person at that point in time. So a lot of people who know me now, they know this nature of mine. But for a stranger, they'll say, oh, I don't know what you think. She's got an attitude. Straight away judgment. So we complicate things. So next time when the person sees me, the person will, that time maybe I've registered the person, I'll say, hi, how are you? And she will just turn her face and walk away. And I'll wonder what happened. Why? This is how misunderstandings create. Do you agree with me? Because you presume a lot of things. We never go and ask, did this happen? Why did you do this? Can you just tell me? Because I was hurt. You just keep it to yourself and you presume and you think, yeah, this must be the reason. So on that presumption, your next moves happen in life. That is not true. We complicate our lives. No one is responsible for any complication, any problem that you have in your relationships and in your life. It is only you and your mind. You have to understand the difference between what your mind is saying and what your heart is saying. Your heart never lies. The mind does lie all the time. It will put you into confusion all the time. But remember certain basics about life. If you understand this, that life is really simple, so life is simple for you and the life is simple for even the other person. Who is making it complicated? So if you have understood it, at least you simplify it. Why can't you lead a very simple life? Why can't you lead an uncomplicated life? Why are you presuming things which are probably not even existing anywhere and get into that suffering? So coming back to this, life is really simple. Spirituality is simpler than the word simple, is what my Master Dada Shriji says. I've said it in n number of videos. It is really so simple that sometimes I just feel like laughing at how things are going. If you see life at a really simple pace, it is so peaceful. Now please don't sit there and think that it's great for her to say all these things. She has no trouble. No. It is not like that. There is not a single human being on this planet who doesn't have any problems or challenges in life. But thanks to my masters, Master Dada Shriji, Maitreya Dada Shriji, who has made me understand this and look at life from a very different perspective. So anytime there's a challenge, suddenly that whole message comes in front of me and I look at it in a very different way and I don't complicate it further. So, dear friends, this is a very big lesson that you can learn today, that life is all about simplicity. Life is simple. The simpler you are, the less complicated is your life. Even when you see people, when they're dressed up in a very simple way, you feel nice, right? Rather than somebody who's done up very heavily, you feel, my God, she's so heavily made up. On the contrary, when you see somebody who's simple, the person may look simple but is more approachable and more soft. Even on the physical plane. So internally, if you're simple, how nice it would get. Correct? So connect with your heart. Heart will show you the simplicity of life. Repeating again, life is about simplicity. Period. Thank you very much. See you soon. Do get in touch with me. Okay? Bye.